Yo, what is good, family? Hope you all are having an amazing day. I just have this markups from the Spanish video, but this is a setup that I took today on Bitcoin. We're gonna break it down right now. And basically, this was on the Tokyo Open. All right, today I was traveling and I was not able to trade properly on my standard time window. And that's the advantage of actually gathering data for all the time windows for my trading pairs, because although I never trade Tokyo, I still gather the data from the trades on Bitcoin on the Tokyo session. So on days like today, I was able to say, all right, I'm not gonna be able to trade my standard time window, but I'm gonna be able to trade Tokyo. So I know that Tokyo is a way profitable time window for Bitcoin on M5R, so I had no doubts of actually taking a trade. I could also not trade today, but if I know that I have a super profitable time window, why not trading it if I can actually do that, right? It's only for today, it was only for today, but at the end of the day, it has a positive expected value, and although it's negative, it's basically the same expected value as for me trading Frankfurt Open or London Open. So it's pretty much the same. It's not a bad move at the end of the day. So that's the advantage of, like I said, of taking and gathering all the time windows for your trading pairs. Now, let's go over Tokyo Open. This was 12:59 a.m. basically right before Tokyo Open, and the setup was pretty important to understand. We don't usually have this type of big schematics on Frankfurt or London, so it's very key also for me to break this down for you guys. Basically, we have the open, this is the last high and this is the last low, right? We all understand that. Now this high is a lower high, we all get it. That's a bullish break of a structure. This candle makes the low, so if any of this candles or the futures candles makes the BOS, that's perfectly valid. We can actually set up the buy stop right now at this point in time. Right before the open, you can set up your buy stop if you're seeing this, because the buy stop, the bullish break of a structure, is completely valid. Now the low is a lower low, therefore will be a rule of the third impulse to the downside. That bearish rule of the third impulse needs at least, needs a must 2 pullbacks. So we have to go over the whole structure and see if we have 2 pullbacks. This is a high, low, lower high, lower low. First impulse, first pullback, second impulse, second pullback. So the bearish rule of the third impulse is valid. Charlie, why are you going for this such big structure? Because that's this S scenario. This is the last low, therefore I have to see which structure this low is part from, and is part of this whole bearish structure. If this was an internal structure like this, obviously I will not go for the bigger one. But if this low is part of this whole big structure, I'm gonna take this in consideration, obviously, right? So it's very important, guys, for us to take all of this in mind. Now, bearish BOS, bearish rule of the third, sell stop, bullish BOS, buy stop. This is your Tokyo Open. Now the very same candle open activates the bearish BOS, therefore, the bearish rule of the third, therefore we cancel the buy stop with the bullish BOS. Now we only focus on the shorts, and well, price pretty quickly gave the exit. It was just a matter of 30 minutes, actually 30 minutes. So it was pretty clean trade, but the most important part, the lesson of this setup, is to always look at the structure that low or high is part from. It doesn't matter if that's a small structure or a big structure. Sometimes it will be super small structure, other times will be super big structure. You don't care. You care about the structure that BOS, that rule of the third impulse is part from. That's the only thing you care about. And is that the only way that you will take the first trade of the day? Looking at the structure that high or that low is part from. That's your only focus. So with this being said, family, Remember that on the description of the video is the link to my Instagram. You can talk to my DMs. We have a discount right now for the private group of students. It's going to be for the next few days, so take advantage of it and hit me up with a DM. You will have access to the whole intensive course from 0 to 100 with the strategy. Obviously to the live analysis sessions from Monday to Friday on the London Open in Spanish and English, and obviously all those sessions are recorded. And also you will have access to the private app and all the market ideas in crypto, forex, indices, and so on and so forth. With this being said, family, see you on the next videos. Let's get it.